What's up everyone, it's Anime Virgo and I have a new video for you guys today, and this video was actually once again a discussion topic, and it's one I thought up of after going to my local Best Buy and basically perusing the anime section, and I found this insert picture here. Basically that's a picture I took of the DVD section for anime, and I noticed that over the past few years it has been slowly dwindling. And I don't know if this is happening everywhere, but I definitely noticed that like Best Buy or Rasputin's or places that I know at where I can buy physical copies of anime in person, not online, the collection or how many they sell is very much going down. I see some select few like Assassination Classroom, I've always seen Bleach, Naruto, I've started to see Sailor Moon, but a majority of the time I don't see a whole lot. Now back in like 2008 when I was in college and I would go to Best Buy pretty often with my dad, the anime selection there was huge. Now I did vary from Best Buy to Best Buy, but a majority of the time I would see a whole lot of anime, but this has now changed, and it made me wonder, is this something that is a sign of the times of people now no longer buying physical copies of anime in person, or does that mean that like technology of course is changing and things are different now, especially in the United States? Now I know in the United States most of us now watch anime via streaming or by downloading, and if you're downloading it, remember that that is illegal. And for many of you guys who are streaming, I hope you guys are streaming from legal sites like Crunchyroll, Funimation, Hulu, and Netflix. Now since those sites have came out and a lot of them offer a plethora of anime, we now, most of us, watch anime online, or iTunes has anime to be able to download, but a lot of people want that physical copy so that they can have a physical collection of their anime, and many people go to like Right Stuff to buy it from, or Funimation has a store, Viz has a store. They visit those various websites to see how they can find the collection. Now me, myself, I mostly stream most of my anime off of those various sites, Crunchyroll, Hulu, Netflix, Funimation. I use those websites most of the time to stream my anime. I buy physical copies every now and then, but it has to be an anime that I really, really want. Like for example, with Sailor Moon, I had the physical copies. Now, when I looked at stuff, I looked at Japan. Now, after doing some research, I realized or saw or noticed that Japan relies very heavily on DVD and Blu-ray sales of their anime. But when I looked at a scale of their 2015 of like animation like sales, most of their sales for 2015 was actually from merchandise, not so much from like physical copies of selling DVDs or even from TV. And then I want to look up, well, then has Japan switched to mostly streaming for a lot of their viewers instead of the physical copies? And they haven't. It looks like they mostly only have a streaming site called Nico, but Nico is very similar to America's YouTube. There isn't really a whole lot of streaming sites. I know it has that Hulu tried to come out in Japan, but it was very expensive. From what I read, it was like 2,000 yen. And they also 2,000 yen a month, and then not only that, they didn't have a huge selection of like Japanese shows. It was very much a lot of American shows. Netflix also looks like infiltrated or tried to infiltrate Japan, and it was at a much cheaper rate, so they did get a lot of people, but then it kind of switched over once again to Nico. So it looks like the biggest thing I can think of is that in the United States we don't rely heavily on so much DVD sales. It's very much based on streaming now because that's what technology now has given us. But Japan, it seems from what I've a lot of times read online, is still very old school and definitely looks at more of the physical copies of anime and not so much looking at the new streaming. Now, does this mean we're not supporting the anime industry? Kind of, yes and no. We are still supporting it, but in our own way, and the way that many of us are supporting it is through streaming, like once again with the sites I've mentioned previously earlier in my video. Now for you guys, do you guys still buy physical copies of anime? Do you guys still now stream your anime? Do you now pretty much or do you download your anime? Which I really hope that you guys don't torrent your anime. I'm being completely honest, I've tried and I never have torrented, but I try my best to stream most of the anime that I like from or watching from legal sites, just so that I know I am supporting the anime industry, because I know a lot of anime industries understand or seems to understand that a lot of different places are now switching to streaming, even though Japan still seems to not have really made that complete switch. But that streaming still is supporting the anime industry. So yeah, I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys think that the reason why the collections of the physical copies in stores are dwindling is because of the fact that I'm just talking from America, us as Americans no longer buy physical copies, since there are so many different ways of us to now watch anime? And do you think that Japan needs to be kind of caught up with the times? Do you think this may have an effect on the anime industry overall? And in a way, I kind of want to say yes, just because of the fact that since they're mostly based off physical copies and we're not based off physical copies, that can have a weird, in a way, chain reaction. And I'm not saying the anime industry is dying. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm just saying it's just kind of strange or kind of weird that two different countries that both love anime, especially in the United States, from what it seems like, has such different ways of calculating how to support the industry. One through streaming, mostly it seems, or is switching to streaming, and one through physical copies. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Comment down below. Comment down below if you're someone who's a collector and still buys physical copies of anime, or comment down below and let me know if you're someone who mostly streams your anime and you don't buy them as often as you used to, mostly due to either not being able to find the ones you want, not having the money to actually ship stuff to you, or you just find it easier to stream. So yeah, let me know. Comment that down below. Also, if you want, feel free to give me ideas of shows that you want me to watch. I know I'm still watching a few others. Hopefully I have a review for you guys soon. And I'm going to have some more stuff. So yeah. All right, you guys. Bye. I'll talk to you guys soon. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. All right. Bye.